Hello, everybody. It's your girl, Dazzle and I'm back for another tarot reading. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit that notification bell so you can be notified of when I upload and when I go live. And if you would like to book a private reading, all you have to do is check in the description box and everything is down there. Everything I say here for YouTube purposes only is all alleged and for entertainment purposes. You know what I'm saying? Until modern science can prove that this shit is real. And I can go down to the court building, one of R. Kelly's appeals and pull out a deck of tarot cards and be like, bow, bow, bow. And the judge be like, yeah, well, we got to listen to her. But look, let's get into it. So let's talk about Angelo and Alice Clary. Azriel, Clary's parents. Okay, so Azriel was part of R. Kelly's harem of girly friends, you know what I'm saying, young. And I want to know, what was Angelo Clary's involvement, okay? Did he knowingly give his daughter away to R. Kelly? Okay, so let's ask. Well, because you know what type of person R. Kelly was. I mean, come on now, that's a no-brainer. He's already had been around that time. I mean, he already been to court. He's already had a sex tape with an underage girl. It was a running joke at that point. So we all knew. So my thing is, did Angelo Clary give his daughter away to R. Kelly for some type of monetary gain? 1, 2, 3. The Four of Swords comes out. All right. The Seven of Cups comes out. The King of Swords comes out in the reverse. Okay. Okay. All right, so come on, let's talk about this. All right, so the Four of Swords, that talks about a period of rest. It talks about that. So let's see. Needing to take a mental break. The Seven of Cups, that was in the past position. Seven of Cups talks about, because this already happened. The Seven of Cups talks about, in the reverse, talks about clarity. Out of the confusion, gaining clarity. The King of Swords in the reverse talks about being wrong. Okay, so I think Spirit wants me to know at this point, with this Four of Swords, okay, R. Kelly had to sit down. Currently, with the Seven of Cups upright, it's about the people gaining clarity. Out of the confusion, now we can see clear what's going on. The King of Swords in the reverse is the future card that talks about, like, if you was in the courts, the judge will find you guilty. But this also talks about, if it's a man, it talks about a manipulative man, a verbally abusive man, men who control women. So I will say, based on that, there is something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. Sad but true, yes. Yes, okay. That's what Spirit is telling me. We're going to figure that out, or we already have figured that out. We're gaining clarity about a lot of these parents. And Azriel Clary's daddy, Angelo Clary, is one of the parents who did that. It talks about him controlling his daughter to do it, and controlling the mother as well. And he's a liar. And I wouldn't be surprised if they take him to court too down the pipeline. And and if he does go to court, he's going to lose that case. Okay. The Page of Cups, though, we're going to hear some good news, though. But also it talks about their child. They see potential in that child. Okay. The Three of Cups, though, talks about a celebratory thing. This talks about community. Everybody's happy that that R. Kelly's in jail and they get demonetized and whatever the case may be. Okay, so, but also it talks about the fact that they were in unison. It was alright, you know what I'm saying, at one point. That's what I'm getting from that. The Six of Cups in the reverse, that's the obstacle though. The Six of Cups is it is surrounding children, but it also states that somebody just can't let the past go. Okay, like I think the way they're going about it now is telling. You know, they're still out here trying to extend their 15 minutes of fame and monetize and all types of crazy stuff. I mean, that's what I see the parents doing anyway. But it's something that they need to let go. They too stuck in the past because. And the reason why is because they were wrong. Angelo, Clary is not innocent. So I'm like, if you get away with something, you're still in, like, I would try to distance myself after I've done everything I've done and now he's locked up. Let me distance myself from this whole story, because if I stick in it for too long, people are going to start looking at me and the things that I actually did. You know, that's going to start coming out. You know, the Judgment is in the reverse. He's wrong. So he had a lot to do. Okay? And the Seven of Pentacles is in the back. This is putting in. What did you put in? It talks about all the efforts and stuff that you put in, and you're taking stock in the situation. And I kind of feel like that's for the public too, taking stock. Look at everything that happened. You see what I'm saying? So I kind of feel like it's the same thing with Jocelyn Savage's father. It's like you take stock into what he put in throughout the years, and he doesn't come out looking as fluffy and innocent and concerned as he comes off to be. So I kind of feel like later on down the line, just like Jocelyn Savage's father, he is going to look crazy too. Okay, so let's ask about the wife, the mama, the infamous mama that was coaching and helping with text messages, Alice Clary. So let's get the energy surrounding that. Did she help assist her daughter to be with R. Kelly knowingly for monetary gain or for some type of gain? Oh. Yes. Okay, so let's get into it. The Four of Swords comes up again. I really do believe it's the fact that he's in jail, right? He's in jail. The Moon card in the reverse, that means things are coming to the light. The deception, things are coming to the light, and things did come into the light during the courts. The Ace of Swords is in the reverse, is in the future card. I kind of feel like she is going to, it talks about confusion, it talks about lies, it talks about a lack of clarity, arguments. Yes, I feel like she's not going to admit to that fully, or she's going to lie about how it happened, of course. The Page of Wands is upright. This is creativity. An immature creative venture and stuff like that. I kind of think that that's how she's seeing her daughter overall, and I kind of feel like she just harvested that creative energy, that attraction. I wouldn't be surprised if she herself was attracted to R. Kelly. Okay. And I'm not going to lie, I find it funny that you would masquerade as your daughter and send text messages and stuff and feel like, I kind of feel like she got off on it too. So it was like, I don't know, like an extension of her. She was living vicariously through this little girl. well, their little girl. She wasn't that small, of course. I mean, she wasn't 9 or nothing like that, but that's supposed to be their little girl. It's always supposed to be your baby. You was living vicariously through her. You are attracted to R. Kelly. She's not going to admit it, though. The Queen of Pentacles is in the reverse. This is a miserable woman who values money over people. Okay, so she valued money. Okay, that's what it was. She was looking for some type of monetary gain, a come up, or whatever for her. And she was attracted to R. Kelly. All right, so the Ace of Wands is the obstacle, though. This is you're trying to do something to gain something and it doesn't work out. That's what I get. Okay. That's how that worked. Okay, it's not going to work out the way she wants it to, because then it's the Page of Cups in the reverse. She's getting bad news. Okay, she's going to get bad news. She's going to get things like that. The Page of Cups in the reverse also talks about someone who's naive, someone who has rose-colored glasses on. I think that she basically, you know what? It's a couple of things I want to say about this card that I'm getting off this card. I kind of feel like it was her thinking that, you know, if I masquerade as my daughter, this, that, and the third, I'm sitting here, I'm plotting and scheming, and I'm thinking I'm going to get away with it. That's crazy. But I also think she cultivated her daughter. She molded her daughter to be naive, too. Excuse me, y'all. I had to sneeze. Sorry. But, she cultivated her daughter to be easily influenced, just like she herself is easily influenced. And her husband is the King of Swords in the reverse. And we already know the King of Swords in the reverse, he controls women. Okay? So, you know how people say you date your father? Sometimes I think that was an attribute that R. Kelly has. And you know, her father has the same attribute. They control women. Okay, so that's what it was. I find it crazy, right? But we're going to figure out a whole bunch of stuff. Will the parents, Azriel, Clary's parents, Jocelyn Savage parents, all these parents and adults who knowingly gave the younger ladies in their life, I'll just say it like that, over to R. Kelly, okay, to be sex trafficked. What is going to happen to them? 1, 2, 3. Because I kind of find it funny, you know what I'm saying? After the docuseries, you know, people are on red carpets. They have this following. They're on YouTube. They're on this place. They're on that place. And it's like they're just living in the light, right? So I kind of feel like in a way, even though R. Kelly was the monster, they took his light, took his star power, and stripped him of it and gave it to themselves and put it amongst themselves. And I think that's what they wanted to do the whole time, to be honest. It was a leeches, because that's what it's given. But the funny part is not only are there leeches, they're monsters too. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3. What's to come of these parents? What's going to happen with these parents? 1, 2, 3. Let's do this one card. The Tower in the reverse. The Tower in the reverse. Okay, the tower has already fallen. The shit hit the fan already. It's in the reverse. Now it's time to heal from it, right? Or it can mean that there's behaviors that you're not willing to let go of. The Knight of Cups. From that tower comes the emotional offer. And the Knight of Pentacles, something solid, stable comes through. And the Three of Swords shows up. That's weird. I think things about to get real crazy. Things are getting real crazy. Things from the past coming back, stuff coming back again with this Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. The Temperances, I think everybody's going to need to heal. I think everybody's going to need to be a team player. But the Three of Cups talk about celebrations, okay? So I think that whatever they need, like with this Knight of Pentacles that comes in, I think there's going to be opportunities for the parents, you know. But overall, is that a price? Is that a price? The Three of Swords talks about heartbreak, betrayal, separation, distance. It's still going to ruin their family because it's all at a price. The Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. This talks about long drawn out lawsuits. It talks about the lack of peak stability, security, and wealth in a generational family. I feel like they made generational curses too. The Five of Pentacles right here talks about being left out in the cold, poverty, state of mind, things like that. So the things that the offers that's coming in and stuff like that, eventually, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to be enough. I feel like all of this came with a price. So you sacrificed your kid, and I don't care how no one says it. I don't care how you like to sugarcoat it. Oh, I just wanted her to do great. I thought that he was going to help the center. I don't want to hear all that. I don't want to hear none of that. You tried to monetize. You sacrificed R. Kelly, too, because he was the big bad monster. But here's the crazy part, though. It all comes with a price. Things that you've done comes back. Okay? You think that, hey, you might have to go to counseling about it, heal from it. I feel like you guys made a community with each other. But however, with this Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, that's not a good sign for me. And this Five of Pentacles in upright isn't a good sign for me. That Three of Swords ain't a good sign for me. So I kind of feel like it's ruined y'all legacy. It's ruined y'all families. And I think you guys had help. I mean, I think you guys, okay, he did some shit, but y'all are helping. So it just makes y'all look crazy. So, I mean, it's not going to be great for y'all. Some of y'all will be in lawsuits with each other. I see with this Wheel of Fortune is so funny because it's two snakes, and you know those two snakes biting each other's tail, you know. One snake is eating the other, and the other is eating the other. To be honest with you, you guys are going to be in a fucked up cycle. So the things that y'all did with R. Kelly and to each other, this whole process is going to come back up and over and over and over again till you guys, it's going to be like a constant cycle of bullshit. Okay? This is the legacy that they put upon themselves and their families, okay? For those who knew what R. Kelly was. Okay? So that's what I have, you guys. Love y'all for real. Peace. Y'all tell me how I did with this one, okay? Tell me how you guys feel about Azriel Clary's parents. Peace. Chat rules. You must subscribe and hit the like button.